Is it some devil that crawls inside of you?
And we're back. Back from a lovely spell of general malaise. Sickness, if you will. How you been feeling?
I have been feeling not great.
This is the Bad Etiquette Podcast, folks. I'm your host, Dallas Bronson, and I'm joined here by my lovely roommate and girlfriend, Kyleigh Montgomery. Hi.
Hi.
What's up?
Nothing.
So, do we have COVID?
We'll see.
We'll see. Do you think we do? Do you think we did?
Man, it's so hard to tell. Part of me is like really thinking they're going to come back positive.
Really? Like how like you think like for sure we have it or what?
I don't, God, it's so hard to say because we had different symptoms, but we're sick at the same time, and they were all technically symptoms of COVID. You know?
Yeah, but you gotta remember that like just normal sick is still out there. Like you can still have a cold, you can still get the flu, you can still get cancer. Like those are still normal things. Do you think any of those things are just automatically COVID now?
Yeah. I kind of thought, because this COVID thing was so bad, they'd kind of just like get rid of cancer.
Yeah.
It's
cancel
like
it.
The nicest thing you could do.
I mean, honestly, yeah.
Jeez. Or the least you could do, really,
For real. Like, could we put a pause on cancer?
Selfish.
Yeah. Really hurtful, honestly.
Well, I don't know. I don't know. It is so hard to say. I've gone back and forth.
Whether we have it or not?
Yeah. I feel like because of the symptoms I had more than what you had, I feel like I might test positive. Also because I was working for the short time that I was, for the 2 days that I had a job. Dallas and I are doing really well here, folks. I was around a bunch of people that didn't wear masks. So
Indoors.
Yeah. Yeah. And pretty close quarters, like, because we'd sit at a desk about the size of that. I know no one can see it, but it's not very big. Right next to each other, because I was training. So, hard to say. I was wearing a mask, but supposedly that doesn't protect me. That protects them, and they weren't wearing masks, so I was the one that was.
So the mask doesn't protect you; it just protects other people if you have it.
Yeah. Well, so I think that's it.
Huh.
It's that you wear your mask to protect other people, and that's why it's important for everyone to wear a mask, because if everyone's not wearing a mask, someone is in danger. Does that make sense?
But if it's only there's a big hole in that logic.
You should get a new mask then. Why?
Really? I don't know, because I feel like if you're only protecting people from having it by putting your mask on, if you have it, then they could just walk around without their mask on and be fine.
Well, that's why it's important for everyone to wear a mask. Because...
But if someone doesn't have it, walks around without it, they'll be fine? Because the only person who's in risk of getting it is...
Okay, maybe...
Like, the mask covers
your
face.
I would go ahead and say that if only one Jesus.
Excuse me.
If only one person's wearing a mask in a situation, it's almost useless, basically. You know what I'm saying?
So all the people who don't wear masks pretty much cancel out all the people wearing masks.
No. Well, yeah, kind of. That's why this thing's not going away, because there's so many people that refuse to wear masks.
Huh.
I can't tell if you're like trying to play dumb.
No, I'm genuinely like that. If you're only protected from it,
if both parties are wearing masks, that's why it's so important.
if both parties are wearing masks.
So when I
Okay.
was working, the setup was they wanted me to wear a mask only for the
so
first.
the mask stops you from getting COVID.
Yes. But
Okay. So then you having the mask on was a good thing.
for them, they don't have a mask on, so there's a lot more of their droplets in the air than mine. Because obviously the mask
even though
isn't.
you're wearing a mask, you would have been fucked.
Yeah, mask.
have it?
The mask isn't. I mean, I'm sure it's better protection than if I had nothing. But think about it in this way: we're all aware that the masks aren't foolproof. You know, there's still things that are getting in and out. So if only one, if you're wearing your mask and someone's not, there's a lot more of their droplets getting out into the air in the vicinity of where you are. So you're more likely to get it than if both of you are wearing masks. Both of your droplets are, pretty much somewhat contained. So there's a lot less exchange between the two of you. Does that make sense?
Yeah, the way you phrased it made it seem like the only danger of getting it is if someone who has it isn't wearing a mask.
Well, that is a danger.
And it's better. I don't know.
It basically, I was protecting them from if I came in and had anything by wearing my mask.
Fucked
but
with
I'm
or without
fucked.
it.
Yeah, because no one else was wearing a mask around me. So I was, amongst all of their droplets, and there was no shield, nothing shielding them at all. So there was a lot more of their droplets in the air. And obviously, like I've said, stuff still gets into the mask. I have to be able to drink water at some point and stuff like that. And I'm in a room full of droplets, I'm sure. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
yeah.
and whatever. Basically, if one person's wearing a mask, you're not doing much. It's kind of stupid. Like, if I was going to work at a new place and they were like, well, we don't require masks after a week of you being here, like, because we're bringing you into our bubble or whatever, it would make sense that everyone would have to wear a mask for that first week just in case and then take them off. You know what I mean? I mean, either way, it doesn't really make any sense because all these people are going home and living lives and who knows who they're around. But that concept would make more sense.
They're just like, hey, it's been a week. We can tolerate you. Take it off.
Yeah, basically.
I mean, is that not true? Is there not a certain bracket of people that you're more comfortable being mask free around?
Yeah, I mean,
just as a general statement, we don't have to name names, uglies.
Yeah, I would have to say yeah, but those are usually because I know that those people have, pretty common sense, and I know that they use their mask when they're going out in public and around a lot of people, so I feel safer around them. People from Orange County, I do not trust. So I would not want to be unmasked around a group of them.
So if we get positive results, who is the first group of people we're running towards to infect? Who are we going to go patient zero on?
Orange County.
Orange County? I don't want to go to Orange County at all.
Fair enough.
It's really crowded there.
Yeah.
Ugh.
We'd probably just get it
Get
longer.
it worse.
Yeah. I'll probably just stay in my room.
Probably just stay in your room.
I mean, we've already been in here for
I know, honestly,
a really long time.
how long we've been in this room for almost 2 weeks of just like routinely door dashing and Netflixing and fucking. I haven't done laundry in God knows how long.
I know, me
taking
too.
Our temperatures like a religion.
Taking our pulse and our blood oxygen level.
Oh, that's a lot of fun. Kyleigh got one of these things. It's called a pulse oximeter. And for you morons out there, that's this little thing that like sticks on your finger and takes
you didn't
your.
Know how masks work.
I don't know what.
What?
What'd you say?
Nothing.
What'd you say? Got COVID over there wearing a mask anyways. Got it. So it takes your blood oxygen level and your pulse, and I have a very low heart rate, and my favorite thing to do is to stick it on my finger and slow my breathing down and have a very deep not shallow breath, but a very long deep intake and outtake of air, and seeing how much I can drop my heart rate beats per minute. It is so much fun. And basically I'm an athletic health god. Kyleigh, however, is in a race against time with her heartbeat. Where's the fucking thing? Here, I'm gonna go grab it. Okay. You keep these folks entertained with your amazing mask theories over there.
I'm healthy, guys. Just okay.
You first.
Okay.
Okay, we're gonna do Kyleigh first.
You put it on my finger and then hit the button.
Oh, okay. So stick your finger on. In. Okay, what do we got? Beep, beep, beep. It's going. It's scanning. 99% oxygen, and you 95 beats, 93 beats per minute. Wow. Cool. My turn. Okay. This is gonna be a lot of fun. Because mine's probably up there right now a lot too. I'm feeling a little pantsy. Just took a bunch of vitamins. I think being on the podcast and recording, even though I've done this 100 times. Being on the
podcast, it's your podcast.
That's what I'm saying. Is like, even though this is like my show and my shindig, I get nervous before every recording. There's no way around it. Yeah.
Which is, it's weird because I honestly expected my heartbeat to be a lot faster, but I don't.
95.
Yours is?
No, yours is.
Oh. Yeah. When I took it earlier this morning and I was at 103.
Jesus.
See, this doesn't count though because he's doing meditative breathing right now. So he's trying to get it less.
Wow. That's pretty high for me.
What?
I'm at 51 beats per minute.
It's not.
That's high for me.
No, high was when you were like around 60 or 70.
Oh, no, I'm getting up there to 60.
Yeah.
58.
I'd say 51 to 45 is where you're like normally at. That creeps me out.
That I'm an actual reptile.
Yeah.
Michael Bisping's heart rate's 38 beats per minute.
Cool.
Mine's just going up. Fuck this thing.
What was your blood oxygen level?
Like 98.
Oh. You were just like 60.
Like 6. I'm dead. You were speaking with a deceased person. I'm a cold-blooded, mouth-covered reptile.
Yikes.
But yeah, so the fucking amount of like hypochondria that pulminates between Kyleigh and I is like big and often and constant as it is. So I think we've managed possibly having COVID pretty well.
Yeah. Also, to be fair. Yeah. When there's a pandemic and the virus causes you to have trouble breathing, but you have anxiety and pretty normal panic attacks, that's like a horrible combination because I very regularly convince myself like, oh yeah, I cannot breathe. And that's what was happening. So I invested a whopping $35 for this pulse oximeter. And honestly, it really helps. And I bet it'll help me if I am having a panic attack. Well, I won't be able, I can't look at the heart rate because that'll freak me out. But, but looking and seeing that, like, oh, I do have oxygen circulating throughout my body, I'm okay.
That's not a cough, by the way. I just have like phlegm stuck in my throat and like congestion, and I'm just trying to get it out, man. Trying to get what's left of it.
Let's list our symptoms that we've had. You first.
Runny nose.
Yep.
Nasal congestion.
Gross.
Chest congestion. Tiny fever. Oh, 99.
Yeah.
Not even that.
I wouldn't even say we ever really had a fever.
Yeah, we never really. Just a little hot, running a little hot.
But we
99.3 was the highest, and that was mine.
I think we were like under the blankets, and you had a sweatshirt on. So.
Oh, and I think we had some tequila.
So
I had a shot of tequila, so
yeah,
I was like,
it doesn't really count.
Yeah.
I don't think that 99.3 is technically a fever.
Yeah, no, I don't think so. I mean, when 98.6 is the normal body temperature for people, and then half a degree more is 99, it's really not that fucking scary.
I think because I obviously texted my mom because I was anxious, and
I just told my mom today that I might have COVID.
You just talked to your mom for the first time since we've been on the Central Coast.
Since like October.
Which is insane to me.
Yeah, Kyleigh doesn't understand how like family dynamics work between different people because she texts her mom all day long every day.
I don't text her all day long.
But she texts her throughout the day, and they still say goodnight, and she tucks her in virtually and everything.
You.
And I haven't spoken to my mom since before Halloween. So
sorry, I love my mom.
Yeah, I mean, I love my mom too. I just don't need to tell her.
Jeez. Okay. Yeah. Well, anyways, what I was saying about my mom was that she'd said that she had her temperature taken somewhere. It was 99.6, and they said she was fine. So.
Yeah. Not surprised.
My symptoms would be fatigue.
Oh, okay.
Sore throat. Not really sore throat, but scratchy throat. And was that it? No, I can't remember.
Yeah.
I feel fine now.
Yeah. I don't think you've had any congestion, have you?
A little like in my nose more the past few days. Like I've been sneezing a little more, but I also have really bad allergies. So
you know what's funny is I haven't been sneezing, but before possibly having COVID, I sneezed every day at least once. It was so therapeutic. I remember like in the height of lockdown, like April, I would sneeze and I would just like convince myself that like, what have I done? I cross-contaminated. What's happened? But
which is funny because that was like at the height of just being at home and not seeing anyone.
Probably the safest, the most hand sanitizer, like masks, not going to stores, avoiding people. People would like get out of your way in aisles. That was the best when you go down an aisle and people would just fucking leave the aisle. Thank you. These are my graham crackers now, bitch. Like that was the best.
Yeah.
I love that shit.
Wow.
I mean, now people are just like, if I get it, I get it. I would have gotten it if I didn't get it already, and I already know someone who got it, so let's get it on. You know, people are like a lot more lax about it.
Yep, some people.
Which is also interesting because there's people who are like being fucking Nazis about it. Like, you know, like the rule makers, like the people who like have like their list of like what you can and can't do to be their friend on social media.
Oh yeah.
They're constantly like, I'm going to be deleting and blocking and unfollowing people that just aren't being safe. And just these fucking like the people who aren't being invited to the parties they're warning us not to go to anyways. It's like, we get it, buzzkill. You suck online and in person. That's why you're alone. I'm sorry. Oh, are people getting infected? I would rather be infected than see these people online be annoying little nuisances. And them posting it just makes me want to like rip my mask off and go fucking make out with my best friend at a party with like a shared drink more. It's so funny. Like they think they're like being these little like helpful do-good police, and they're just like pushing people away and pushing people towards the things they don't want them to do. And it's really like unhelpful. And the attitude and like way they go about it seems pretty toxic.
Agreed. I think that the internet needs to get back to a time where it wasn't like, I don't know when the internet turned into people deciding that they're the person who says what you can and can't do in certain situations.
Yeah.
That's WikiHow. But I mean, it's pointless. You're not changing. No one's going to read your post and go, "She's right. He's right. I need to be more careful." It's not doing anything. People have made up their minds, and I'm not advocating that it's okay, but everyone's going to do what the fuck they want. You're not going to change their mind saying that, your grandma has a heart condition. No one cares that my dad has cancer and I have to be more careful. Like, that's on me and my family. It would be nice if everyone would care so much that they protected one another, but that's just not how the world works. So you really just have to fend for yourself.
Yeah, like I got to walk around, point out everyone whose mask is just a little below their nose, pull it back and snap it on their face like people are dying.
The best you can do is literally just avoid those people. They're going to have to deal with the consequences themselves, but just spending all your time and energy yelling at people and getting upset at people, I don't know. I really don't think it's going to do anything. Police.
It's always like people who are just like anti-fun. I don't know what it is.
I think a lot of it just stems honestly from like anxiety and just being nervous and it's just
to control
to me
things.
It's another way that they're trying to gain control of a situation that they have no control over, but that's just not how it works. And I think social media gives people like this false sense of confidence that that their opinion
like
matters
the superiority
to people.
or something. Yeah,
which I mean, you see that every time you log on. Someone thinks they're great for something they've posted online, and as a matter of fact, they're not, and no one is, and no one cares about you or your family, and those are the facts.
Yeah, I mean, it sucks to think that there's something like at the heart of things. It's helpful and good for people to acknowledge that they could be doing dangerous things and you could be endangering people. And for someone to actually tarnish something that might be a more virtuous way to go about it by being so egregious, just being so cunty about it, by being so fucking uninspired. Like, way to ruin being the good guy. Way to ruin being like...
Well, I would say that's a common theme these days.
Fucking like social media hall monitors, just like running around giving people detention slips, and then like at the end of the day, they expect like what are you gonna walk across the award stage? They're gonna give you, congratulations, biggest asshole award for being such a fucking cunt to everyone because they were living their lives independent of your thoughts and feelings. Fucking wah. I don't get it. I mean, I get it, but I don't fucking get it.
Yeah, it's definitely annoying. But again, no, I have to.
You
have to pee?
Me first.
Me first.
Okay, let's just pause. We'll just pee together. Want a sword fight?
Yeah.
Okay, bye. Okay, and we're back. We were relieved. We sword fought. We pissed all over each other. It was great. Golden showers all around. Oh, shit. Almost took this whole operation down with some fucking twinkle toes getting tangled in the tethers of wires and shit. Is that enough alliteration for you? Okay. Man. I do have to say, though, one of the worst parts about thinking you have COVID are all these fucking juice shots and shit and like elderberry things that your girlfriend makes you take. Honestly, I think I'd rather just have COVID and know I have COVID and just like fight it off than constantly have to introduce some new obscure fruit that no one likes or some strange juiced vegetable. It looks like it's like the scraps. It's like if you ever look at the old food pyramids, these things do not appear on the food pyramid. They're like the extras or like the leftovers or like the foods no one uses anymore. Like if you're cutting like the ends off of like fruit and like food and like vegetables and there's like stems, it'd be like the stems, just like a big countertop of like cut off pieces they're not using, and then they just scrape it off into a juicer and then make these juice shots with like turmeric or some sort of cayenne, ginger, just things that are just like, oh, it's good for your antioxidant blood vessel constriction health borders.
We'll see. You know.
It's just it's just not.
That's
sitting over here.
Not true. It's all about boosting your immune system. You've even shared shit about the importance of boosting your immune system.
Yeah,
instead
absolutely.
of
immune system.
relying on medications and all that. And I think that.
Yeah, it doesn't mean I'm not going to talk shit about these little juice shots and
right.
funny ginger pills you got me taking.
Talk shit all you want.
I am. I got a frickin' hippie's medicine cabinet in my tummy over here.
Mm-hmm.
Making me all cuckoo, making my mustache grow slowly.
I love helping someone and them shitting on me.
Oh, baby.
Fuck you.
Sorry.
Uh,
I love having a podcast and shitting on someone else.
Yeah.
You know what I'm doing as soon as we get these tests back, the results back?
No.
Getting a cigar. Celebrating.
What if they're positive?
Celebrating how positive, the positive outcome.
Okay.
Get a stogue.
I don't know what that is.
It's a cigar.
Oh.
That's what they call
Okay.
it. A stogie. Get a big fucking stick. Smoke it somewhere. I don't even know where I'm going to smoke it, honestly, because this is a no smoking complex.
I know where.
Ooh. Can you inform me?
Yeah.
Where?
Remember when we were driving through Carlsbad and there was like, it was like across the street from the beach, but people were like parked in their car and they were sitting in their trunk.
Yeah.
There.
Okay, that'd be a good place.
Sounds nice.
Yeah.
Because you
I'm
can
into it.
sit in your trunk, see the ocean.
Fuck
nice
yeah.
view, but
There
you're
you
not
go.
too close, so it's not too windy.
There you go. I like that. I could do that. I could handle that. Seriously. I mean, shit. I can't wait to move into a place where I can freely smoke a cigar.
Oh, when's that?
Oh, I don't know. As soon as humanly possible, I hope. As soon as fiscally possible.
That would probably have to be your own house.
My own house?
Yeah.
Oh, that sounds nice. Don't tempt me, lady. I like living with you right now.
No, I meant like when you buy your own house, not like your apartment.
No.
Not your mom's apartment.
No. I don't live in my mom's apartment. I live in my apartment.
I know. Did you think that I was referencing your mom's apartment though?
No, but you just said that. You just said mom's apartment for some reason.
Yeah, because you said don't tempt me. I like living with you.
Yeah.
Would I not move with you? Is this just a one and done situation?
Your own, like, you're not going to smoke a cigar in my house.
No. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying,
That's
like,
what it
most places that you rent, like an apartment complex, are non-smoking, at least in California. I'm pretty sure pretty much everywhere else here, or now, too. And then you could probably get away with it in a rental home because people don't really check up on that kind of thing. A
I'm
complex,
pretty sure it'd
it's
be
harder
fine.
because there's a lot of people around.
Like the property manager for the the place I lived in before here with my mom. She stood outside smoking like a chimney all the time.
They don't give a shit about anything. You lit a firecracker in that room. There was a hole in your floor.
And it was like a fountain firework, I think.
Okay. Either way, you lit a firework in your room.
Yeah, no one seemed to care.
Your mom did once she found it.
Nah.
Yes, she did.
Yeah.
She literally pulled me aside and was like, I'm never going to get my security deposit back.
Oh, because the holes in the wall were going to save her security deposit?
Yeah. Yeah, that's literally what they judge.
That's funny. What security deposit was she looking for? The one that she gave 10 years ago?
Yeah. Still get that back.
They hold on to that? That's crazy.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm gonna fucking just get a place. You know what? What about like a mobile home?
Okay.
Like a trailer park? We can there's like some nice trailer parks around.
It's funny to think the things that I feel like I discussed with you in like earlier stages of our relationship, like when we were still debating about Tennessee, like moving to Tennessee, and like how open you are to things now. And it's like,
it's so weird how you've grown and your horizons have gotten bigger and your mind has been open, Dallas. It's so weird.
Yeah, it is weird. You change a lot.
Yeah. Can you change? I'm just kidding. That sounded kind of brutal. I didn't mean it like that. I like you the way you are.
Okay.
What?
What?
Was that it? You were just surprised that I've become more open-minded?
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh.
A mobile home?
A mobile home.
You can get a pretty nice mobile home.
Nice, like double wide. A nice double wide.
On some land.
Mm-hmm. I'd do that.
I'm not opposed.
Yeah. I mean, shit, I'd live in a big hollowed out garage and just make it like a fucking fancy studio apartment on the inside, if it means privacy and if it means being like isolated. You know what? I'm so glad we took that walk around that lake, the loop or whatever we did, and started talking about like.
Oh yeah, I thought you meant yesterday. I was like, we did not do that.
Yeah. I think it just kind of put into perspective what like goals I might have or like what I value in a residence or a homestead. And it's fun to like
also when you were saying, okay, also I feel like we should preface because people are probably like, what the fuck are they talking about?
Oh, you mean they don't keep up with every single aspect of our lives all the time?
The private conversations that we're having?
Damn. I recorded everything.
One day, a few weeks ago, probably almost a month ago at this point.
Irrelevant.
Okay.
Keep it going.
You could tell the story. It's your fucking podcast.
You're the guest. I want to hear you talk.
Oh my god. Anyways,
think these people aren't sick of hearing me?
Went on a hike. I mean, I really wouldn't call it a hike. It was more of a walk around this.
Oh my god.
Around this lake, and it was really nice. And all of a sudden, Dallas started talking about wanting to own. Can I say specifics, or did you want to keep them private?
No, yeah, go for it. Okay. I don't care.
How he wanted to own a lake house, or he wants to live on a lake house, in a lake house, next to a lake house. I don't know. You get the picture. With a little bit of land. I don't remember the rest. Just, nice, private, cool vibes.
Okay,
I'm feeling
Captain
like
Vague.
I'm feeling the pressure of telling the story to know every bit of information. Either way, it was just really surprising to hear because, once again, a few years ago, Dallas would want nothing to do with that. He probably would have been like, I want to live in an apartment in Brooklyn for the rest of my life.
Ooh.
I don't know. I'm just throwing something out there.
Hipster ass Brooklyn.
Yeah, that was you. 2 years ago. I don't know. I just feel... Oh, because I used to talk about how I wanted to live, like, you know, not... I would like to live more in the outskirts with a little land. And you used to be really against it because you'd say, like, I don't want to be that far away from anything.
Yeah, I used to be really fearful to be away from things like that, like civilization. But this whole pandemic has really switched my mindset around because I don't want to be around any of these fucking people. Mm-hmm. Like, people are savages. There's so much disconnect, and I don't think people have ever been more divided ideologically in my lifetime, at least. I know there's been a lot worse times that people have lived through, and just currently, like, the ideological divide, the class division, this like weird social media warfare. Like, I don't want to be around these people. Yeah. I don't want to put my safety and my comfortability in the hands of these neighbors of my communities. Like, I don't trust them. Yeah. I don't trust the way people are trying to hijack other people's resources for their own and vice versa. And it's just, I don't know. I want to have more self-sufficiency, more independence, and more privacy. Mm-hmm.
But also, when you live like that, when you don't live super close to a town or anything like that, you learn how to do it. You learn what you need. You learn, you know, how to prepare, how to be prepared. You know,
and sometimes
there's an emergency.
You learn those things the hard way.
Sometimes, yeah, but I feel like, I don't know. I feel like we can be so anxious that we like over prepare sometimes.
I love it.
So I don't feel like we would struggle in that department. Like, I think we would probably be pretty well off.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's changed a lot, which is kind of cool because that's still a dream of mine. And I really like a lake/forest area.
Yeah. And
sounds really dreamy.
I mean, take or leave the lake, just the isolation and having the privacy. I want to be able to have a fucking chicken coop. You know what I mean? I want to be able to have like a little ranch of my own. Yeah. A little fucking self-sustaining system I have.
I want to be able to take a dip in the horse trough.
Exactly. I know. We started getting real like MTV Cribs with it, really thinking about all the cool little things we could add, like if resources were plentiful financially, at least. It'd be so cool to have like a hot tub out there in the fucking wilderness. How cool would that be?
Really cool.
Fucking little half pipe, little mini ramp, little skate park. Cool. Build that there.
And like a little shed podcast room.
A little podcast studio, a little podcast shed. That'd be awesome.
Yeah.
That'd be really fucking cool. What else?
We'll make it happen.
Shit. Yeah, totally.
That sounded super fake.
Little archery range, little shooting range, little fucking bales of targets on them.
So fun.
Little ATV. I used to not really understand the whole like crawlers that people have on ranches and all those things. Like they have those little like, all-terrain vehicles, those little like souped up golf carts. But now the idea of having one of those and like out on land by myself and just like oh, it's a dream. It sounds like so much fun, dude.
Well, it also makes sense when like if you need to get somewhere faster on a big piece of land, because like I remember, you know, my friend, she had her house and then the barn was in the back, and sometimes they'd take like a little cart out there because you know it was probably like almost a 10-minute walk
Yeah,
from our house.
It's so convenient, and you're not wasting gas. You don't have to have the big truck to warm up and start or something, you know.
Mm-hmm.
It'd just be so nice to have a couple like Land Cruisers or Forerunners or something like a Tacoma out there. Oh God, it's making my whole body tingle just thinking about the possibilities.
Wow.
Just a whole lot of fun.
Mm-hmm.
Make like a barn with or like a separate loft or something.
Yeah. For what?
Huh?
For what?
Oh, sorry, I got really lost in. I was just really imagining things, just like other people's fucking like the guest house or something. Have like a little guest area.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
So much fun. So cool. Sounds like we're describing one of our friends' places right now.
Who?
I don't want to give too much info. I don't know how much they want out there.
Can you
Can I put? Nah, I'll just
mouth it? Oh.
Yeah. And I'll just. We're not copying you guys, I promise. It just. You got some good things going on there, and just.
I would also live in a neighborhood.
Yeah, I wouldn't live in a neighborhood.
Yeah, we wouldn't live in a neighborhood.
But with all things considered, not a bad spot.
No.
Man, this COVID shit sucks. Like, not just possibly having it, that this is, I will tell you right now that if we have COVID, this has been the easiest sickness I've ever had in my life of any kind. The most manageable, like.
But that doesn't mean it is for everyone.
No, but I am saying, from my personal experience.
Mm-hmm. But you also take really good care of yourself. You've been active, and you take vitamins daily. And I don't think that people, you can't expect that everyone does that. So people that are getting sick with it aren't really. I'd say you're like the ideal
person to get it, to survive it.
Pretty much.
Good candidate.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Candidate.
I would have never thought that. And I know a year ago you would have never said that.
You're right. I wouldn't have, because you weren't. I would have said, rest easy, my friend. But, yeah.
So, are we going to go up to Oregon, go get a bunch of drugs and come smuggle them back down?
Oh. No.
No? You don't want to get one of every mushroom we have on the tapestry behind us?
No. Not particularly.
All right. Here's the haul. I'm going to get some PCP for funsies, some LSD for funsies, some shrooms for funsies, and anabolic steroids for funsies. Those are legal now, too, there.
This sounds like a trip for you and Daniel.
Me and Daniel might go to Oregon, honestly.
I won't be surprised. Bring me back a mug.
I'll bring you back a mug laced with LSD.
Fucking A.
Laced with steroids.
That's not funny.
You grow balls.
Please don't.
You don't want your
don't
ovaries.
roofie me with steroids.
You don't want to get roofied with steroids.
No, not particularly.
Oh man, we still need to do that, Daniel. I hope you're listening. I hope you know we're gonna go do steroids someday. I called the men's health clinic. They do not take my insurance. But they said, you could just go to your doctor and get this.
Well, there you go.
So I was like, all right.
Can you say, oh, can I get some for my friend too?
No, he's going to have to go to Kaiser Permanente, get it himself.
Is that where he goes?
Yeah. First of all,
why are you sharing that?
He shared it on the last podcast.
Okay.
I don't know what
that sounds like confidential information.
It's so confidential. The biggest healthcare provider in Southern California also
I don't know.
Oh, I know. Maybe I shouldn't fucking.
Sounds Jewish.
Kaiser Permanente?
Yeah, Kaiser rolls.
Kaiser. Oh, is that okay? I thought Kaiser was a slur.
No. God, I hope not.
Let's find out. Is Kaiser a slur?
No, Kaiser
the old
rolls.
Kaiser rolls.
No, I think they're.
Well, that's like saying. I don't know.
It's not a slur.
Okay, let's see. Kaiser slur. Okay, here we go. Kaiser Permanente in California. Quality healthcare. First thing comes up. Racial slur database.
Don't click on that.
What do you mean? It's bookmarked in my phone. No, nothing. It means like.
Can you Google Kaiser rolls though?
Yeah, Kaiser rolls. Is it racist? Okay, Kaiser rolls.
No, it's a food. It's food.
I know it's food. I know what a Kaiser roll is. The fuck is that? It's a Vienna, also called a Vienna roll if you don't like Kaisers, or hard roll, originally from Austria. Is Kaiser roll like a Jewish thing?
I thought, but now that you said Austria.
Are Kaiser rolls Jewish? Like the bagel and the croissant, the Kaiser roll has roots in Austrian Jewish history.
Okay, look at me.
Cool. But it has like rolls in the history like the same way Nazis do. They called them Kaiser rolls because they used to gather up all the ashes and roll them up into a little roll. And they said, look at that. Look what I made out of this Kaiser. A little Kaiser roll.
Why did you turn it into a slur?
Because it's not offensive, so it doesn't matter.
I'm feeling offended.
Okay, sorry. My little Jew princess is offended. Okay. Gosh, what? The mustache is back, folks. Movember is here. That's right. Please do not kill yourself, men. Men's mental health awareness.
Mental hair awareness.
Mental hair awareness is here, folks. Please do not forget to reach out to a friend or just reach out and check on your friends. Men's mental health is an issue that is commonly overlooked and often brushed off. And in dire times like this COVID-19 pandemic, there are heightened suicide rates and mental illness abound. And remember, mental illness isn't just having a mental illness, it's being mentally unhealthy. Whether that means you're being negative, having negative thought ways, or you're having toxic thoughts and you're reciprocating negative stereotypes. People, I make a lot of jokes on this podcast, and I will continue to do so, no matter how inappropriate, until the final syllable of political incorrectness comes out of my slosher. But something I do take very seriously and have struggled with in the past is mental health and depression. And I think that there's an extremely uncalled for amount of negativity and stigma attached to men reaching out and getting treated or having a talk with someone. So if
it's toxic masculinity.
Yeah.
Let your boys cry.
That's right. Toxic masculinity is not real masculinity. Real masculinity is having the balls to say something to someone and having the heart to reach out to another. A real masculine person would reach out to his fellow man. So please do that if
he
need
threw
be.
up a peace sign, but you can't see it.
Yeah, I didn't want someone to kill themselves by seeing the peace sign that I flashed up. Like, never mind. This mustachioed fuck face is not helping. Goodbye. So even if that means direct messaging the podcast, sending me an email, giving any sort of words of doubt that you need heard, and maybe you just need a friend to talk to, I'm always there.
Me too.
Kylie's there too.
I don't go on social media as much anymore, so hopefully I get to your message in time.
Fuck. Yeah.
But just know I'm here.
I won't leave you on red.
My phone has been doing this weird thing where it's opening the messages as if I've read them, and then I don't realize that I've gotten a message. So if that also happens, sorry.
She was clearly the wrong person to contact.
Yeah. Maybe reach out to Dallas.
Yeah, maybe. I do have something else that I would like to read on behalf of one of our listeners and friends of the podcast, former guest Clara Cobb. She has a friend of hers who is going through a hard time looking for a kidney, and I just want to read something to enlighten everyone on this situation. So please bear with me. My reading out loud skills are not so great, but this is very important, and I would like to highlight this at this given time. This is regarding a man named Matthew Duffy. Matt is an amazing man who has already faced and overcame many obstacles in his life. He is currently a junior at California State University of Monterey Bay. He helps to provide and manage his little brother's medical care, and he is a huge part of raising a little girl who idolizes him. He is a dad joke-making goofball that is loved by many. In April 2020, Matt found out he will need a kidney transplant to survive. His blood type is O positive, which unfortunately means he has the longest wait time, average of 8 to 10 years, for a deceased kidney. We are looking for a living kidney donor who could save this man's life. He has so much left to do in this world. Please help us make this a reality. If you are interested in becoming a living donor, you can take Stanford's pre-screening questionnaire to see if you are eligible at www.stanfordhealthcarelivedonors.org. The recipient name and date of birth is Matthew Duffy, 04/03/1983. Please help us to spread the word to find this man a donor. Thank you.
I didn't know I was going to cry. Find this man a kidney.
Please, yeah. Something that I am happy to be a part of and happy to spread the word, and hopefully someone can reach out. I'll be putting a link in my Instagram bio, so when you hear this episode, please give it a click and see if you may know someone or see if you may be the person helpful. Mm-hmm. Or there otherwise.
Or just share the link if
please
you can.
share. You could always share. Yeah.
Yeah, you can always share.
You can always share just in case. I mean, you never know who it's going to reach and what time in their life. So time is of the essence, and I'll have this out and ready as soon as I can.
Nice.
Thank you. Now, moving on back to some more lighthearted topics and questions. So, what are you doing for the holidays, baby?
Well, it's hard to say because, once again, hate to bring her up, but good old COVID.
That bitch.
That slut. Still don't know. It's really hard to say because...
It's the name of your podcast, by the way, is hard to say.
It's really hard to say, yeah. That would be... Anyways, subscribe to my new podcast. It's called Really Hard to Say. Out next week. Here's what the original plan was that you and I were going to try to get COVID tests so we could go straight to my parents for Thanksgiving and celebrate and eat together, and not do it, 6 feet apart, outside, socially distanced, wearing masks when we're in closer quarters.
Yeah, we didn't want to fucking ruin Thanksgiving.
It's not ruining it. I'm happy to do it, but it's not ideal,
It's like sex with 2 condoms on.
There's a bit of sadness that comes along with it, and separation, especially just because of how close my family and I are. It's really weird to, not be able to hug, not be able to just be in the same room without having a mask on. So, we're still in a place, especially right now, because you and I don't currently have jobs. So we're able to be, I'd say, even more careful, which is good. But then we got sick and have gotten our test done, but we still don't know the results. If they're positive, I'm not sure that we'll be able to go have Thanksgiving with them, because
by the time Thanksgiving rolls around, it might still be a contagious thing we have.
Well, yeah, that's the thing, is it's so hard because there's, people say everything you hear about it, it's different, I feel like. And even though whatever we've probably already had for a week.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know if it's worth it. Obviously, if we tested positive and then somehow got another test and it was negative, or didn't test again but felt that we've waited the appropriate amount of time, we will wear masks going over there.
Yeah.
And, you know, have it outside and all the safety measures you can take. But I don't know if I'd feel right doing that, just knowing that we did have it in such a short amount of time before going over there. So I don't know. There's a good possibility that it might just be you and I in our cute little apartment.
Listen, I know that might be less than pleasurable. It's less than ideal to sit in our home by ourselves on Thanksgiving.
It doesn't sound like the worst, but I just love Thanksgiving food.
I know, I do too.
And I'm not willing to cook all that shit.
Oh, what if listen. Let me be the first to tell you, I do not expect you to cook a Thanksgiving meal.
I didn't think you did. I just meant like even for myself, even though I want it so bad, I'm not gonna make it. Yeah. Our kitchen's also just not big enough. Like
seriously, what we're gonna have to do, if that's in the event of that, is just have a DoorDash feast. Like seriously, just have something that we like from everywhere and just have our own little version of sad Thanksgiving. Yeah.
KFC's the closest to a Thanksgiving meal.
Yeah. I do not like KFC, by the way.
I don't either.
Okay.
It's on, like, it used to be a treat when I was a kid.
Oh, man.
And I felt like it was so much better then. But every time, we've probably gotten, in our whole relationship, our 6-year relationship, I'd say we've gotten it probably 3 times in total.
Yeah, at the most, yeah.
And it's gotten worse each time.
It's so bad. I do not understand.
I'd rather have this, like, equivalent that you get at, like, the grocery store deli.
Yeah.
That's so much better than KFC.
That's way better. Grocery store delis really knock it out of the park when it comes to those like KFC style meals.
Yeah.
KFC sucks at it. Although I've never been to Popeyes and I've never been to Church's here.
That's not true. We have been to Popeyes, remember? It was disgusting and greasy.
That's right. I've been to Popeyes twice. And believe it or not, one Popeyes I went into was entirely cased in bulletproof glass that separated the server from the customer.
And there was only one exit.
Still not the most ghetto Popeyes I've ever been to. Yeah. I went to Popeyes in January of 2016 in fucking Taft, of all places. For those of you who don't know, Taft is this beautiful little oasis of meth in the deserts of California. Taft, spelled T-A-F-T, is actually an abbreviation or an acronym, I don't know, whichever it is, stands for They're All Fucking Tweakers. So do with that what information you will.
There you go. Yeah, I don't know what we'll have. But also, I'm not trying to throw a pity party because I know there's a lot of people in the same situation that you and I might possibly be in. Yeah. And it's not that bad. At least you and I have each other, and I know we'll still make the most of it.
Mm-hmm. That's true.
But ideally, we test negative. We continue to be very safe and precautious. Yeah, that's a word, right?
Take precautions, be cautious.
I don't know. It sounded wrong in my head.
Sounded wrong hearing it.
Quarantine until Thanksgiving, which is just next week. And have a lovely Thanksgiving at my house. And then go to your house and have a lovely Thanksgiving. And just spend some time with family safely and soundly.
Dude, I cannot wait for politics to be brought up at Thanksgiving.
Where?
Anywhere. It's just so much fun every time.
Here's the thing.
Yeah.
I don't have that issue. I've never really had that issue because my family's all on the same page, and I'm very lucky, very blessed, very grateful to have.
My family is all over the place.
You did not let me finish.
Go ahead.
My grandparents aren't racist or homophobic.
Which is why I don't trust them at all.
Stupid.
They're not real grandparents.
No, they're just not stupid. Which is wild because my grandpa is from Iowa grew up on a farm, and then joined the military. And he's still not racist, if you can believe it.
Not even like good old classic racism. Like,
No.
I was behind a couple of, like just not even regular.
Nope. Huh. I know. Shocking. Anyways.
Good for you, Bob.
Good for you, Bob. He is. I honestly think a lot of it comes from the fact that he worked
Social services.
Social services government job after he got out of the military he still does some work with him. So I think that I could be wrong. I don't know. I don't know. I feel like I don't know much about him, but
he's a secret clan member.
Yeah. No. But I just think that probably, he dealt with people with a lot of different backgrounds, a lot of different ethnicities, all of that. Like, there was a lot of exposure, and he got to know people rather than just,
generalize people.
Exactly. Anyways, my grandparents are on the right side of history. So all of our conversations are heated, but we're all in it together.
So
your family says crazy things.
I have no idea where they get, because they say things that make great points on both sides, but they don't know what side it's on when they say it. It's insane.
They say some wildly entertaining things.
Yeah.
Nothing so upsetting that you need to argue with them about, but you're just like, whoa.
Where did that come from?
I also don't think anyone in your family, aside from maybe like your dad's side, watches the news.
No.
So you're kind of just like, don't even worry about it.
Yeah. I'm like, they got that from Facebook, and that was debunked 2 weeks ago on Facebook. I'm not worried about what they said at all. Oh my God. But that's what I'm saying. It's just like so much fun.
Yeah.
So funny. You really get to see the different walks of life around a Thanksgiving dinner table. You get to see the pilgrim. You get to see the Indian we just gave syphilis to. You get to see all kinds of them. It's great. I love it. It's amazing. It's...
Mm-hmm. A real treat.
A real treat. I had a pretty good rant about Thanksgiving on Daniel's last appearance.
I was sitting right here in the room.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna use that for the commercial. One of the commercials. It's gonna be a good one.
What do you mean commercial?
I don't know, just like a little soundbite from one of my episodes to put on social media, people to listen to, get an idea of the dumb fucking shit I say.
Yeah. Well, good luck with that.
If you could tell listeners one thing, this is my podcast, so please forgive the narcissism. Uh-huh. Yeah, please indulge me. If you could tell listeners one thing they don't know about me that you think would help give them a better insight into who they're listening to, what would it be?
Wow, that's really hard. Maybe that you're not racist or homophobic.
Do you think people think I'm racist or homophobic?
Yeah, I would.
Ugh, really?
I do, yeah. Actually, I'm not
how
sure
do you
anymore.
Listen to
I'm
any...
just kidding.
Okay.
I think we've had this conversation before where I think sometimes, especially I've noticed it's more on the episodes you do alone, sometimes you just say stuff and I know you, so I can be like, whoa. I know that's not what he meant, but it sure sounded like that. And yeah, I think sometimes you just say things and it can sound a little scary. And sometimes, I don't know where I was going with that. Sometimes you make jokes, but sometimes it's hard to tell if you're making a joke. So.
It's true. From the first time I ever hung out with Kyleigh till this very afternoon, she's been saying, I cannot tell if you're joking or not. And it's been a real honor.
Wow.
To maintain that.
Happy to hear it. Yeah, I don't know. What would I tell your... That's so hard to say.
I think
Most of
that's
the
fine.
time
I think you did a pretty good.
Just that most of the time, Dallas is actually talking in a little baby voice to me.
That's true. Yeah, yeah. Most of the time, I have boyfriend voice with Kyleigh going on. This is when I can like be. You know, it's so much to the fact that when I speak normal, she goes, "Why are you talking like this?" And she'll like mock me, and it's so upsetting because there's a split second where I'm like, is this not my real voice? Is this really my real voice? And like I like have to go, oh no, am I a man or am I a bitch? And I can't fucking reconcile. I'm a man.
No.
Yeah. So it's hard to it's hard to have any identity when you're in a relationship.
Yeah. Ain't that the truth?
Because when I'm alone, I don't know what I get real weird. It's odd.
Sorry, I didn't have a better answer for you.
No, honestly, any answer you had was gonna be good.
Oh, okay.
I was praying
There you go,
because could have had a really bad answer. Could have had a horrible answer. I don't know.
I think.
What do you think?
I'm just thinking of better answers I could have had. I think just that you have a good heart and you have good morals, and that you're most of the time always willing to learn and listen, as long as the approach is respectful, I'd say.
Someone else's or my approach?
Someone else's.
Yeah.
You'll meet that with the same respect.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I do return people's respect when it's given, and I do have a very mischievous soul, and I love to make the joke, make the moment lighthearted or heavy-hearted, if I can help it. So I think I'm just trying to be a little more transparent, just because I know my listener base has been growing a bit, and I'm just trying to give people some idea and some sense of understanding of who I am and who they're listening to, so I don't give them a consistent wrong idea. Maybe by being too
show them you can be likable.
Gross. I don't think so.
You can be so likable, and then you get in these moods where it's like you just want everyone to hate you. And let me tell you,
they're both
it's
so much
sometimes
fun.
Such a hard person to be in a relationship with. Seriously.
I know. I think about if Kyleigh ever left me and the actual struggles I would have to ever find another mate or someone as patient. Could you imagine me having to like reintroduce who I am to someone and then like teach them that like, no, he's joking. It's not
it
like
was. They would have to be an absolute like bimbo dumbass. Just like, isn't he funny?
Are you sure? Are you sure they wouldn't be like world-class, intelligent,
sure,
very
they would just
deep,
leave.
poetic, like dark soul?
No, they would leave.
What?
They'd leave.
They leave? All right.
Just like I'm about to do.
Oh, fuck.
Just kidding. I think part of the charm is that you do change so much and grow.
That's good. I hope so. I really try to. I think the value I place on advancement is so important that even if I think something or feel something that I hold on to a little longer than I should, it leads to better things.
Yeah. For the most part.
Yeah. Thank you for being very indulgent in my narcissism there and talking about me like that.
My pleasure.
I
Say something
appreciate
nice
it.
about me now.
Say something nice about you now?
Yeah.
You are an incredibly kind, giving, and patient person, and you are seriously one of the most innocent people I've ever met.
Ew, what?
And it, like, you really have a good heart, and it, like, you never cease to surprise me at how benevolent you can be with complete strangers, and you have an endless nice streak with people.
I said hi to our neighbor.
Yeah, when you said hi to our neighbor, that's all. That's about all I've ever seen.
Good job.
Good job I've ever seen. Good thing I've ever seen out of
Remember
you.
when we sat next to that man on the bench and we got up and I said, "Have a good day."
I know. Yeah, just things
I
like
freaked
that.
him out.
He was like, oh, yeah. If you want to freak a stranger out, just be kind to them in public now. Fucks them up every time.
I literally did an experiment with two people on that bench. That woman, she was not happy when I started talking to her at all.
No, she was like, ugh.
I even said, "Beautiful flower, it matches your shirt." And she said, "It does." And then I said, "Have a great day," to the guy after not saying a word to him, as if we just had a full-blown conversation. And he loved it.
Yeah,
Put
hell
a little
yeah.
smile on his face.
Fuck yeah. Some fucking big-titted, big-butt little blonde girl said, hey,
Okay.
have a good day.
It doesn't have anything to do with how I look.
I'm pretty sure it helps.
No.
Hey, next time I'm sitting on a bench,
You do it.
I'm going to see if some cute little blonde girl tells me to have a good day and see how it feels.
Well, she won't.
Probably not. She's going to say, nice mustache, wear your mask, you're disgusting.
Yeah. Well, anyways, thanks for the compliments, I guess. I don't know about the innocent thing, but...
Yeah, you're kind of completely corrupted and evil deep down, I think. That's fair.
I don't think I'm corrupted and evil, but I think I'm really cynical.
You are very cynical. It is so refreshing because I thought I was cynical.
I got it from my parents.
You got it from your parents.
That's what happens when you have liberal
crazy.
parents.
Just real cynical. Well, gosh, I mean, my parents are so all over the fucking place that, like, I feel like I'm all over the fucking place.
Yeah.
Because of it too. I'll go through like phases or like swings or like different like seasons.
I try to get out of it
feelings.
because being cynical all the time, like, it's not a nice place to be, I would say, because a lot of the times you're like almost second guessing every interaction you have with someone, and like every nice encounter, everyone's intentions.
Yeah.
I feel like you're second guessing. You're like, nah, I know what you really want.
There's
from
an
me.
ulterior
Yeah.
motive.
And it gets exhausting, and I find like it ruined friendships for me, you know what I mean? And but it's really hard to get out of it, like, especially if that's just kind of how you were brought up. Like, I feel like if there was a certain situation that made you cynical, like if a partner cheated on you or something, totally understandable. But I think eventually, once that trust is restored by someone else, you can kind of work past it.
Mm-hmm.
But just growing up that way and having that, play into your everyday questioning of like common sense. Like, to me, my cynicism, is that the correct term? Look at me. My cynicism is my common sense. You know what I mean?
I get it.
Like, to me, common sense is to think of something cynically. I'm saying it so much that it is no longer a word. And it's freaking me out. Okay. Think about it cynically and go from there. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I think there's a lot of value in analyzing something and taking it from its most negative outcome or negative intent and building to the positive and everywhere in between, and keeping that spectrum of consequence.
But it can also make you very paranoid, and sometimes it's hard to just try to be positive about things and keep that positive outlook and mindset. And sometimes I find that I think I very regularly confuse oh my God, I totally lost what I was saying.
Confuse yourself?
No, I just totally forgot what I was going to say.
Jesus Christ.
I said the thought in my head and then it went before I got it out of my mouth. And then she said, that's all we got, folks.
This is why I interrupt you. Try to find the thought before you forget it. She's so pissed. You should see the fucking scowl on her face right now.
Oh, I think what I was going to say, I think she's up there somewhere, is that sometimes there's a confusion between being realistic and being cynical.
Yeah.
And I think I have a hard time with that, but enough about me.
I like that you're self-aware enough to say enough about me. You know what I mean? How many people will just continue rambling on and on about themselves and consistently draw back to themselves and make everything about themselves and then put everything... I mean, I know this is my podcast and I probably do that all the time, but just these completely unaware, zero self-awareness fucking sociopaths. Fuck you people. Big time. Man. Gosh,
What's your favorite thing from the food item, Thanksgiving wise? Wait, first name your favorite like savory dish, and then name your favorite dessert.
Well, stuffing's number one.
Really?
I love stuffing.
Oh, okay.
Stuffing's always been like my grandmother's stuffing's great.
Never had it.
Grandma Maryland stuffing's the best. I hope that I have it before one of us dies.
Jesus Christ.
I'm gambling, taking a gamble here. I think she's gonna go first, but just in case it's me, I hope I get some before I fucking shake this mortal coil. But dessert wise, what even is a Thanksgiving dessert?
Pumpkin pie, dummy.
Then pumpkin pie.
Pecan pie.
Nah.
Pumpkin
I guess
cheesecake.
you know what? Pumpkin cheesecake is number one. Cheesecake might be my favorite dessert. Just a variety of cheesecakes.
What else?
What about you? I gotta piss again, honestly.
Oh my God, you're so annoying. God, food wise, I don't think I can decide. I love Thanksgiving food so goddamn much. Mashed potatoes and gravy. I love the turkey. I love the stuffing. My grandpa hand makes noodles. I don't really know how to explain it. It's almost like chicken noodle soup without the broth. I don't know how to explain it. He's just made it since I was a kid, but they're from scratch, and it's so good and it's so fresh. He also what?
Keep going.
What's wrong?
I just am heartbroken at the thought that we won't be
Oh my
able
God,
to
shut
go
the fuck
have
up.
this Thanksgiving dinner because we have COVID.
I'll start crying right now.
You're the one who brought this up.
I know.
I don't even know what I was going to bring up.
He also makes dinner rolls from scratch, and they are so good. They have such a distinct flavor that just takes me back to my childhood, and they're so fresh, so yummy. My grandma does not cook. My grandpa has always done all the cooking. What else? I don't know. My mom always spices something up with like a new side dish. Her cooking's always good.
Yeah.
So I love sweet potato casserole. My mom actually makes really good gluten-free stuffing. She really pulls through with that one. What else?
Dude, we're going stir crazy. We're listing our favorite Thanksgiving. Guys, we have not been outside and like interacted with people. We don't have jobs. We're sitting inside our bedroom watching fucking Netflix. I've watched Casino Royale twice.
God, yeah.
This week.
Yeah. And I stopped really going on social media and stopped watching TikToks, but because I was not feeling well and I have to be at home because it's the responsible thing to do right now. I have allowed myself to start watching them again, and I can't stop.
She'll do
Once
it
I
for
start,
hours.
I can't stop.
I don't even mind.
Anyways, but my favorite dessert, Thanksgiving-wise, is pumpkin pie, hands down. Pumpkin pie with a little hand-whipped cream.
Glad we got this out.
Ooh, and I already know what wine I'm gonna get to bring home. Ugh.
Do you want to check our tests, see if we have our results?
I checked before
back?
we started.
You checked before we started? We don't have them yet?
I mean,
Damn
you
it.
check. You can check, but
Nah.
yeah. Ugh, man. I love Thanksgiving food.
Damn.
It's so good. And there's like no judgment when you just like keep piling shit on your plate.
I somehow still feel like a fucking pig. And I still feel like there's no end to the food I could eat.
Sorry.
Honestly, on Thanksgiving of all days is I'm lying to you now. I think Thanksgiving is one of the days I think I'm the most like modest with the way I eat.
Yeah, you're very odd.
Thank you.
I
Because
didn't say
like
that
those
wasn't
tacos you made today, I could have 10 more right now. No problemo.
Okay, white guy.
Por favor. Or I'm sorry. Gracias.
I did make some really good tacos for lunch.
Yeah, you did. White girl tacos, not bad.
I'm technically Mexican.
I'm
To an extent.
technically what?
I said to an extent.
To an extent. Oh. Yeah. Hold
I'm a
on.
quarter.
You're a quarter. Oh, and by the way, I asked you after we had these tacos, I asked you not once, not twice, but 3 times if there was any food or any grease or anything on my face.
Mm-hmm.
And you're like, no, you're good. No, you're good. No, why? Do I have something on my face? Which you did.
I knew it the first time I thought, I know I have something on my face, and that's why he asked me. But I was still eating, and I didn't
Which
care.
I make a point to if you're still eating, I'll wait till you're finished with your meal before I tell you about all the shit on your face, because I know you're in the process of devouring. I don't want to interrupt a good...
Yeah, good chomping.
Good jumping. But I just went in the fucking bathroom in the mirror, and there's stuff on my face, you fucking liar. Those eyes don't work at all. They're just pretty blue and useless.
It's true.
Like the ocean.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. The ocean is not home to thousands upon probably millions of life.
No, there's probably hundreds of things out there, but...
Well, I'm sorry, I didn't see.
Clearly.
Not clearly.
No, you did not see clearly. Not at all. We've been watching a lot of Arrested Development. Sorry. Everything's just been a play on words and words about play. We're bored.
What? Yeah.
No.
What now?
What now? This is my...
I don't have a job anymore.
Yeah, I know.
Well, last time I was on the podcast, I said I got a job.
Well, fail. You failure at life. What happened? What?
Wait, I don't remember the last time I was on the podcast.
I don't either.
Did I say that I got a job?
I don't think so.
I think you might be right.
I don't know. I don't actually listen to you on the podcast.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Oh, wait, no, because, didn't we record an episode out there?
Did we? Was it out in the living room?
I think so.
Dude, this podcast has really gone downhill.
Hey.
I used to have a table and guests, and
Sorry.
fucking pandemic really put a goddamn monkey wrench in this whole production. I still have mic arms. I still have these like boom arm mics, the boom things, but I've never put the mics in them. They're just sitting at this desk. This would be a nice place to have someone over, but
Even when you did, you guys did not use that.
yeah, I sat in my bed and they sat in the chair. Yeah. I mean, it's really like, who am I going to have over in the middle of a pandemic like this? It's really
No
weird.
one.
Huh?
No one.
No one? Fuck.
Maybe you need to figure out how to do virtual podcasts.
Oh, those are so lame.
Well, then
I don't
stop
even listen to them. They're
complaining.
so bad. It's just like such a disconnect from conversation.
Then
It's
don't.
like the thing, it's like, oh, I would love to watch somebody on a FaceTime call.
Mm-hmm.
You know, when people are outside on a fucking phone with FaceTime.
I know when people are inside and do that.
Dude,
stuff.
it's so fucking annoying. No one wants to hear your FaceTime phone calls, you fucking annoying pieces of shit. And I certainly don't want to listen to a whole fucking podcast of you FaceTiming someone. I don't even listen to Rogan when he has guests on.
Well, okay.
It's so
Yes, you did.
hard.
You listened to Matthew McConaughey.
Yeah, but even then, it was just like, there's something missing. There's
Okay, I
something
understand. Well, then you're
missing.
just gonna
They're
have to make
not
do.
looking at each other. They're not blowing pot smoke in each other's face. And they both fucking live in Texas. Why didn't he just come over?
Because maybe he's being extra careful.
Maybe. I don't fucking
It's everyone's own choice.
You know what I thought would be happening at this point, living together with you?
Oh no.
I thought I'd be able
What?
to rope you into more TV shows and make you watch more movies, but
Are you kidding?
I'm serious. I thought for
feel
sure.
like I have watched more movies in the time of you moving in here than I have watched in the past 2 years. So I don't know how you're saying that right now.
I'm dead serious. There's so much that I feel like as a boyfriend I should be force feeding you, and I'm not.
No. Absolutely not.
Okay, whatever you say.
Like what? What do you want to watch?
I don't know. I can't believe you've never seen the whole first season of True Detective. You know what I mean? Just like how are we
no, I
not
don't know what you
obsessed with that? That should be
Easy.
number one. You've never finished Breaking Bad.
Sorry.
Brutal. Things like, I don't know, just like things that.
Oh my God.
But you'll watch the entirety of The Office front to
When have
back.
I watched The Office except when we're falling asleep here?
And she'll just put it on.
When's the last time we
Gilmore
watched The
Girls.
Office or
Ooh.
Gilmore Girls?
Sister.
I stopped watching anything that was routine for me once you moved in. I have literally succumbed to your ways. I put my fucking headphones on to watch my TikToks, and you
She
just watch
only watches
videos.
TikToks now.
You watch videos on your phone, headphones free. You listen to podcasts, headphones free.
I've been
You
putting the
watch
headphones in
TV.
lately.
So I don't know what you want from me, but I have given up my routines and my comfortable ways because I thought that you would grow to resent and hate me, which you probably would. So I am not understanding where this complaining is coming from.
I'm just surprised at the things we haven't accessed yet.
We've also only been fucking living together for 2 months.
Yeah, it's been like
And-
3.
Okay, 3 months. Also, because neither of us are working right now, and neither of us, and also now we're really home together 24/7 because we're possibly infected. Sometimes I just want to lay in bed and kind of like do my own thing, which
I'm fine
right
with.
now is watching TikToks, and you
That's
watch
fine.
a TV show, and it's kind of like together time but separate, and I don't think there's anything wrong with that.
It's beautiful.
'cause we've
I'm
been
not
spending-
complaining about that. See, you're the one mentioning the things we do as if it's a negative.
because that's I guess that's how you made it sound to me.
I understand that, but I don't think that that's a negative. I'm just surprised at how little.
I don't feel like you've even suggested anything that much, so I don't know how I'd know that that's something you'd want to do.
Oh, maybe you're right. Maybe it's all my fault.
Because I feel like the movies that you have wanted to watch together, we've watched. And if it's like a TV show or something, I don't really feel like you've said anything. Most of the time, like, we'll be in bed and I'll get on my phone and you'll just put something on. You don't say like, hey, do you want to watch this with me?
You gonna sneeze? Or did you just get really stoned?
I thought I was going to sneeze.
You went from normal Kyleigh to blazing it Kyleigh real quick. Well, maybe I'll force you to watch something tonight.
Why does it have to be forceful?
I'm just dicking around. It doesn't. I'm actually going to put my headphones in and listen to a podcast instead. Holy shit.
Great.
Can't wait.
Neither can I.
I miss going to the gym.
Me too.
Fuck you. You fucking lazy ass.
Hey.
What?
So what if I am? It's
Although
not the
I've
same.
been losing weight either way, so. Oh well. I guess I miss getting the aggression out. I miss getting the pump on. I miss.
Yeah, to be fair, when I went to the gym, that's not really how it went. So.
Oh, man.
I miss like the height of us going to the gym when we were going to like the powerlifting class.
Yeah.
I really miss that. Like that was
So
fun
good.
and it was exciting and inspiring because everyone was doing it and everyone was so like helpful of one another.
Yeah.
I really miss that. It didn't really I didn't feel like I was. I know that sounds so cheesy, but I didn't feel like I was working out.
No, it's true. I didn't feel like I was going there to get a
Just
workout
felt like
in.
I was having fun.
It was like, I'm here. I signed up for something. I have to do these things to compete, and I did them.
Yeah.
And oh shit, my arms are getting bigger, and like I'm losing fat around my stomach, and I can lift heavier things, and I'm stronger. This is exciting.
Yeah.
Like,
So weird, like that the pandemic. I feel like that's all we can talk about, but really, it's a pandemic. What else are you supposed to talk about? It literally affects everything because it's like
everything.
Even if I wanted to find something of an equivalent, like they're not doing that right now, and also gyms just got moved to all outdoors again here, so it's like I don't know. There's not. It sucks that it's not even really an option to find an equivalent or something like that here right now.
Yeah, and it's not like we could just put a fucking weight bench in the apartment.
No, it would absolutely fall through the floor.
Yeah, it would land right on our neighbor's fucking nosy ears. Those. I think we got new neighbors though.
Yeah, right below.
Yeah, I think so, like some new people moved in for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, so. Good luck, guys.
Yeah,
You're
seriously.
fucked. But I don't know.
I kind of feel good though because it's like they don't know how long we've been here.
So like we have seniority.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Like
before the people below us, I felt like we had to respect them because
we were coming in afterwards.
Yeah, and they knew we were new.
They're like, ugh.
Yeah.
Rookies.
Exactly. But now these people just moved in and they could be like, oh, we don't want to upset them even though they're literally stomping and screaming up there because who knows how long they've lived here. That's probably not how it works at all. But in my head, that's how it works.
Is it weird to think about like how long people live in apartments?
Sometimes.
I've seen people.
I wonder how long our neighbors have lived there because they're older.
Because they are older. So they look like they could have been doing everything a long time. Like everything they have looks like they've been doing it the whole
they've been doing
entirety.
A long time.
Yeah. Like there's nothing that I'm like, hey, new car. Hey, got a new exercise bike, huh? Oh, new apartment, feeling fresh. Ooh, new dog. Nothing.
Yeah, no, they've been doing everything for a long time.
Yeah.
I love them though. They're very sweet people.
Yeah, sweethearts.
Their dog
sweethearts.
hates us.
Their dog
I still
does not like us.
love the dog. I don't know why.
Sweet little asshole of a dog.
It's not sweet at all.
No, it does not like us.
It's not even that it just barks when because we have to walk past the apartment to go downstairs, and it barks at us almost every time, and they yell at it almost every time. But even when I've seen the dog when the people are taking it out for a walk, it growls at me.
It does not like other people. And I've went so far as to apologize to them, like out on the street when I've seen them walking their dog. They had to connect the dots of who I was.
Yeah.
Because like, you know your neighbors, but you don't know them so well that you can spot them like out in public. Like, it takes a while before that recognition.
Yeah.
It's weird.
Well, I also try not to like look into their apartment when I walk by, because a lot of times
I try to be respectful.
Yeah, a lot of times they have their door open, but like if we were in that apartment and every time our neighbor walked by to go down the stairs, then they like turned their whole head to look in, I'd be like, fuck off.
Dude, I'd be like diddling my pussy in front of him and be like, is this what you want, you motherfucker?
Yeah.
You fucking freaks, you fucking looking over here. Yeah, what? Is this what you want? I'm gonna squirt on you. I'm gonna squirt on you. You're gonna slip down the first stair, the second stair. You're gonna fall onto the platform. Oh no, did you fall? Oh, pussy. And then I'm gonna go crab walk down below, and I'm gonna rub my cooch in their face and go, oh, is this what you want? Were you looking in my apartment? And then I'm gonna fucking rub it some more, and I'm gonna squirt some more, and they're gonna drown, and I'm gonna coughing, and they're gonna be trying to escape, and they're gonna try to get up, and they're gonna fall down the second flight of stairs, and they're gonna be choking, and then the neighbors below are gonna go, what's all that racket? They're gonna sling their fucking screen door out. It's gonna hit them, and they're gonna go, bam, wang, and they're gonna be choking on my squirt. They're gonna be all bruised, falling down the stairs as the screen door hitting them in the face. They're gonna finally get to the final flight of stairs. I'm going to fucking push him down the goddamn stairs. They're going to fall again. They're going to land on the bricks below. I'm going to go, was that worth it? Did you want to look at my house? Did you see everything you wanted to see, you motherfucker? Did you fucking see? Is this what the privacy that you just wanted to violate? Did you know what I'm doing in there? Huh, bitch. And I'm going to see them. They're going to be choking. They're going to be drowning in my fucking pussy squirt juice that I just rubbed and ejaculated over into their throat. I'm going to run up and be like, oh no, are you drowning? Can you breathe? Are you getting blue? And I'm going to pull out a fucking pen from my pocket. I'm going to sign my name and say property of my coochie that I was rubbing. And then I'm going to stick it in their fucking throat for an emergency tracheotomy to get all that pussy squirt juice out of their goddamn neck. This is the Bad Etiquette Podcast. Where the fuck are you?